Hello, everybody, and welcome to our lesson 2, Integers 2 book, which is a yellow book. And we're starting on page 5. And this page is actually homework. So I will get you started on it, but it's not hard. So I want you to try those questions. We're using counter models, and a counter is a positive, like think of it like a little coin with a plus on it. That means a positive 1, and a minus is a negative counter, a negative 1. The combination of 4 positive and 4 negative counters make 4 zero pair. Those are called zero pair because they cancel each other out. And when they do that, the value is 0. Okay. So on the previous page, you have already started this, how to build values. So to get the value 6 with the least possible number of counters, so you're inserting the sentence here, would be just simply 6 positives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the least possible. Okay. And then a negative 4 and a 0 using 6 counters. Now that 0 using 6 counters, think about it. If you have 3 positives and 3 negatives, they all cancel each other out, and that would be 0, and that's 6 counters. So I'm giving you a few answers, but try it yourself, how to build these counters. This is page 5. The last question you can skip for right now because we still have to do that in class. So you will, once we do this class activity, you can fill that in. And now we're on page 6. On page 6, we are doing notes, I believe. Yep. So I would like you to write that on top always. I noticed some of you don't do that. It helps to decide when I grade it if it's notes or homework. I don't know what this box is about right here. So if you don't have anything here, I mean, it says use these sentence frames to help you think through integer addition. Do not write in these. Okay, begin with a workspace that has a value equal to 0. Those are always 0 pairs. And then, I don't know, a plus means add. Yeah, and don't know. Okay, don't know what that is about. Here we are, we're going to do number 1. I want you to put in the problem 4, take away 7, and we're going to use counters. So if you don't have a sign in front of a number, a sign, when I talk about sign, it's not a sign like a street sign, it's a positive or negative that's in front of the number. And that tells you what the value is. And it's always in front of the number. And you notice the 4 doesn't have a sign, so you can assume it's a positive, it's a plus, okay? So each number has a sign, and that tells you the location of that number on the number line. That's what that sign is for, so you know where it is on the number line. So 4, take away 7, that's a positive, so you have 4 positive counters, and then you have 7 is a negative. Do you see that minus? It's also a takeaway, but it also tells you where that 7 is located on the number line. It's like 7 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Notice I line up the 0 pairs because now I can say these are gone. These cancel each other out. They're all gone. And what's my answer is left is -3. Oh, I'm not doing a good job with this. Not happy with this writing. Okay, so 4 minus 7 is -3. And this is a way to model it visually. But once you get better at it, you'll be not needing these counters. Okay, let's try another -4 plus a -3. So you're adding two negative numbers. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your -4. And then you have -3 on top of it. So how many negatives do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, -7. I'd like you to box your answer. I'm going to box them here too. Okay. So let's try this one. 2 plus 6, you already know that's 8. It says draw using positive symbols and negative symbols. The 2 is positive because there's no sign in front, so it's a positive 2. 6 is also positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's altogether 8. -2 plus -6. So you have -2 here. And then you're having 6 more negatives. So how many negatives do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, -8. -5 plus -1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the -1 makes it -6. 1, 2, 3, 4, -5 plus the -1, -6. -5 plus -5, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's your first -5. And then we're adding 5 more of these. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 negatives. 10 negatives. -10. Okay, we're going to have to fill that in later. Anytime it talks about Mortimer's magic cubes, we're going to do that in class. So we don't know exactly yet what that is about. Page 7. So these are adding integers using counters. Remember, a positive is a plus counter, a negative number is a negative counter. 0 pairs, try to line them up because they will go away. They always cancel each other out. Okay. Now this page is homework. It's the same thing, but it does say follow your teacher's directions to complete problems 1 to 3. So I have to give you these 3 examples and then you will do the rest. So the first example is a +4. Remember, there's a plus a -3. Okay, so start with the 4. That's a positive. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not the same as that. So I'm going to make clear these not the same. Put a question mark. I mean an exclamation mark. These are counters. This is an addition sign, not counters, okay? And then we have -3. 1, 2, 3. So how many cancel out? Let me line them up. I like them better if I line them up. If you have pluses and minuses, see if you can line them up, because then they cancel out. So these all here cancel out. And what's left is +1. That one is left. But we don't need the plus. It doesn't look good. If it's a positive number, it's assumed it's positive if there's no sign. Okay, let's try one more. -4. This is another way. +3. Yeah, so the 4 is positive here, now it's negative. The 3 was negative here, now it's positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, +3. These cancel out. And the answer is -1. And we have -4 plus 4. So start with this number. That's a -4. So that's this. And then this is positive. It's called a zero pair. They all cancel each other out. Okay, now your job is to do these for homework. All of these. Use the counter method to help you out in the beginning. And then we're going to fill in 10, 11, 12. That's also homework. Okay. For problems 10 through 12, you word positive, negative, and 0 as choices to finish the following sentences. Use all that apply for each. So your job is to decide, is that here, here, or here? Yeah, I don't know which way they go, but you have to figure it out. Ask in class if you're not sure. The next page is an in-class activity. So that's page 8. We're going to use counters actually in class to work these out. Okay, so make sure you're there. It helps to be in class when we do these activities. Okay, we're going to have positive counters and negatives, and we're going to actually count it out. Yeah. So that's this one. And now we're on page 9. Okay, now on page 9, I want to, this is, my notes say homework, but I want to get you started. So the homework will start here. I'll write notes and homework. So a lot of times the counter model, but I do want you to practice the counters also, drawing them out. But when you get better at this, I will say to you, if it's a positive number, it money most likely. If it's a negative number, owe that amount. So having an owing, when you think about that, positive number means you have that amount. Negative number means you spend it or you owe it. Okay, so let's look. Oh, this one is without computing. So you're not actually coming up with a number. Determine whether each sum is positive, negative, or 0. So you do not compute it. You do not come up with a number answer, okay? So here's a positive example. So let's look. The 6 is positive. So you have $6, but you spend $4. Do you have money or do you owe money? So that would be positive because you have money left after you spend $4. So let's look at here. You owe $2 and then you owe $11 more. Do you have or do you owe? You owe both of these amounts, you still owe, so it's a negative answer. Okay. Okay, this one, 7 is positive. So you have $7 and you spend $3. Do you have money or do you owe money? You have money, right? So it's positive. The answer is positive. Yeah. And here's a 0 example, by the way, because they cancel each other out. You owe $2 and then you owe $6 more. Do you have or do you owe? So it's negative answer. You have $9 and then you have $4 more. So you have. So it's a positive answer. Okay. Here you owe $6, but then somebody gives you $4. Do you have money or do you owe money still? You still owe, yeah, because you owe more than you have. So it's a negative answer. Here you have $11, but you spend $4. Do you still have money or do you owe money? You still have money left over. So it's a positive answer. Here you owe $6 and then plus you owe another $1. So you owe both of these amounts. So you owe altogether a lot. So it's negative. Here you owe $5, but you have $1. Do you still owe money? Yeah. So you still owe money, but so it's a negative answer. And this is a zero pair. By the way, the number 0 is not positive nor negative. It's just 0. Okay, that's the only number that doesn't have a sign. So your job is to, oh, and now this one says compute each sum. So that means you have to figure out what it is. You can use counters. 7 counters, positives, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 2 negatives. Line them up. These are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's the first example. Finish these for homework, please. All of these in here. And also this. This is also homework. Okay. So you have to come up with an equation that adds up to 10 where both numbers are positive. So any number that, two numbers that add to 10, you put in here. And then one has to be positive, one has to be negative, but their sum is still 10. And then come up with an equation where both numbers are negative. When you add them, you still get negative 10. And then one number positive and one number negative, and their sum is negative 10. So you have to think, what am I putting in here to make this equation true? So that's page 9. And then this is page 10. That's homework. Compute the following. 4 plus 4, that's 8. Negative 4 plus negative 4, that's negative 8. Because you have 2, 3, 4 negatives and 4 more negatives. So now, how is adding 2 negative numbers the same as adding 2 positive numbers? So you guys have to fill something in here. How is it different? So think about that. Compute the following. 5 plus negative 2 is the same as 5 minus 2, which is 3. And negative 5 plus 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 positives. These go away, it's negative 3. Okay, how is computing these related to subtraction? So think about that. Okay, on this page, you have big numbers. So you have, you can think of ways, compute each sum without using counters or drawing pictures. If done mentally, show your work. So you want to see, I want to see how you did that, how you got these answers. Okay, this is all homework. That's page 10. And that's the last page for this lesson. Page 11 is our new lesson. So good luck to you guys.